Hello to everyone, I am Indurok, and today I am playing Rainswept, which is a game where you play as an investigator and whatnot. So anyway, let's just start a new game. New game. Monday, 12:14 a.m. October 7th, 1996. Excuse me. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Not sure what's been going on in that guy's life. Oh. Frostwood Interactive. It's a pretty interesting sequence so far. Pretty nice little intro sequence. Pretty nice little credit sequence too. Alright, whatever. The point is, this game is interesting me so far. With, like, these camera shots. Don't smoke, dude. It's bad for you. I've never smoked, and I certainly don't like to hang around people who are smoking. It's mostly just when people are smoking that I don't like to be around them. Monday, whatever. You just said the date, though, you know. You could have just given the time. Press E on keyboard. Well, controller to continue. 1996, and yet my character looks like he's from, like, friggin' decades earlier than that. Alright, I'm here. Time to see what this is all about. Wait. Oh, movement is A and D. Oh, inventory is the arrow keys. Okay, I thought... Alright. Hold shift to run. Okay. Alrighty. Skip previously heard dialogue. Okay. Well, at least that's a thing. Oh, yeah, arrow keys. That's my car. Is it? I just got here. I'm not going back now. I have a job to do. I have a silly walk to do. Hello, officer. Do not mind my walk. I am a normal human. They've been here a while, it looks like. Now, why would I do that? Well, why wouldn't you do that? Terrible. That police officer is crouching in the wrong spot. There's nothing there. That is terrible. What? I said terrible. Terrible business, all this. Ha. This is only a matter of time. Everyone knows that. Still, I know. Still, they were so young. You guys knew this was gonna happen? Young and stupid, you mean? The stories I've heard. I guess you're right. It was just a matter of time. What? It was a matter of time. I'm confused at what's going on with this dialogue. It's really coming down today. We should go back home. A few more minutes. I want to see what happens. Wait, what are you looking at? Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna catch cold, is all. Okie dokie. Alright, hang on. This crowd is too close to the crime scene. The number of cops is too few. This is poor. I'm gonna have to report you guys to this. Oh, you need to back away a little. What's happened here? A murder? Johnny, get the umbrella. Granny, I want to leave. Can I go back to the shop? Could see this coming a mile away. Ma'am, please. Granny, please. All right, Johnny, let's go. There's no point standing here now. We don't even know the guy who died, so it doesn't matter. I knew this would happen. We should have done something. There's nothing we could have done. Chris is responsible. I'm so sure. It's hard to disagree, but let's not speculate. Detective Anderson, right? The chief is inside. They've been waiting for you. You need to control the crowd, officer. Oh, no, that's, oh, no, I was able to choose, you're able to choose dialogue in this game, I see. Alright. You need to push the crowd further from the scene, officer. What? You'll have to speak up. I can't hear you over the rain. I'm not that far from you, dude. The crowd, handle them. There could be evidence out here. Oh, yes, I'm trying. Hey, Williams, what the hell are you doing? Trying to prop up this tape, sir. It won't stay. Well, get some sticks and drive them in. Yes, sir. Richard. Huh? Oh, don't call for Richard. Richard's on leave. Do it yourself. Goodness. You know how to pick up sticks. It's not that hard. Sorry, detective. Thing is, we're short on manpower here. We weren't prepared for this kind of thing. First time in decades. Really? You were really not? First time in decades? Okay. And to top it off, this rain out of nowhere. Just get the crowd under control. I'm heading inside. Yes, detective. Don't worry. Williams. Okay, I can't talk to that officer. Alright, that's the way inside. Obviously. I wonder why Chief sent me at all. Sent me all the way to Pineview for this. Pineview? Only way to find out. Pineview sounds like friggin'... Should I go in? Hang on. I think I'll have another look out here. Let's just check over here. I mean, there could be something. I don't know. Or not. Okay. Pineview. There's a lot of, like, games with the title of Pineview in them, it seems. Most of them being horror games. Should I go in? Yes. No point hanging around out here. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, so this is a murder-suicide. That's what's going on here. That's the sheriff. I should talk to him first. Okay. Not very professional. I hope they know what they're doing. What are they doing that's not professional? Oh, whoops. I forgot. Arrow keys do not make me move. Michael? Huh? What the hell is happening? Detective, are you okay? I think so, yeah. I just had a headache and fell over. Guess I'm just a little tired after the long drive here. Detective Anderson, right? The head office called in to say you were joining us here for this investigation. I hear you're the best. I'm Sheriff Harris and this is Lieutenant Watt. We appreciate the department sending help, but I don't think we'll need it. The case is ready to be wrapped up. What do we have here? The victims here are Christopher Green, age 26, died from a bullet wound to the head, looks self-inflicted. Is, I would say. It is. And Diane Miller, age 24, single bullet through the abdomen. The victims lived together, were unmarried. Any signs of an intruder? Time of death, the weapon. No signs of forced entry. The door was locked from the inside when we arrived. An officer climbed through the open window here to open the door. There are no footprints outside that window. Except the officers. He was careful. No signs of struggle or marks on the bodies either. Alright, time of death. What was the time of death? According to the next door neighbor, a single gunshot was heard around 12:15. We received a call at about 12:20, and we're here in another 5 minutes. We found them dead upon arrival and confirmed the timing. The weapon? What do we know about the weapon? It's a gun, sir. Both shots were fired from M1911A1 .45 caliber pistol. The ballistics report will let us know more. Any witnesses? Just the next door neighbor who claimed to have heard a single gunshot. We can confirm him. We can interview him shortly. Why do you keep saying a single gunshot? Clearly, like, what did the bullet that went through his head also hit her at the same time? I don't know. What's up with this? Alright. Honestly speaking, Detective, I think it's pretty obvious what's taking place here. What do you mean? They had a reputation. They weren't exactly a happy couple. The whole town knows this. Diane was shot at point-blank range with Chris's gun, probably by Chris. Then he went ahead and shot himself, as the wound is clearly self-inflicted. So you see, sending you here unnecessarily complicates things. Question their abilities. I began to think this was a very good idea, in fact. It's obviously a case of murder-suicide, Detective. So everything's figured out already. Alright. So we've got everything figured out already here, huh? If that was sarcasm, I'll ignore it. But yes, more or less. What is it, dude? Which of you again is the chief? Are you suggesting there was a domestic violence involved? It would seem so. It was never reported, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. So, rumors. You may call it that, but where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not sure that. And they were never really able to fit in this town. They were new here, moved in about 6 months ago. Never got out much, didn't make any friends. We don't need to analyze the obvious, Detective. That would only be inefficient. Officer Blunt will assist you through the course of your work here. Hello, Detective. Hello, Detective. And one more thing. On more thing. It says on more thing. We're looking to wrap this case up quickly and cleanly. We don't want to drag it if it can be helped. We have an important festival coming around in a week's time. So you might say this is rather bad timing. So there's no need to go around complicating things, alright? Just get me a story that works and we can close this case quickly. Sarcastic reply. Should I be sarcastic? Yeah, sure. Can't wait to wrap up this case. Yeah. Alright then, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Okay then. Anyway, we have to look around have a look around if you'd like. Come talk to me when you're done. What's this? It looks like a bullet hole. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I see. On that little corner of the counter there. Chris 96. I'm guessing Chris is Chris built some of the furniture around this house. Maybe. In 6 months? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think a counter would take that long. Never mind. Hey, detective. Need any help? What's the plan? Have a look around the room. Once you're done, talk to Lieutenant Watts. Boop. As the lieutenant said, it looks pretty old. It can hold 7 rounds. There are 4 rounds still in here. This means 3 rounds were fired from this gun at some point of time. If 2 were fired last night, where's the 3rd? Was it used on some other day? Possibly. The gun belonged to Chris, according to Lieutenant Watts. Let's assume Chris or Diane weren't the ones to use it. Is there anybody else that could have known where they kept the gun? From Pineview, I really doubt it. Remember, no signs of forced entry. Could it be someone they were comfortable with or trusted? No one I can think of. Dude, we saw in the friggin' cutscene what was going on there. 45 ACP rounds. It's a box of 20 rounds. There are 13 here, which means 7 are missing. 2 were used last night. There are 4 left in the gun, as we saw earlier. If 2 were used last night, there's still 1 accounted for. Was that used on some other day? You already said that. Oh, bullet wound to the head. The skull is badly damaged. Most of the side has been blown off. His body position and the way he fell would indicate that he was sitting sideways on the chair. Sitting sideways on the chair? Facing where Diane's body is now. Wait a minute. The angle of the shot indicates that he was shot from this side. If someone shot him, they were standing in front of the refrigerator. Oh, sitting sideways on the chair, as in, like, facing that direction. Okay, I don't know. I didn't get that at first there. No clues there, though. He could have been shot from that window. At the moment, it's shut. Must get it checked for fingerprints and footprints outside. Could someone have entered and left through here? We should have the fingerprint results in a couple of days, Detective. Don't forget, there aren't any footprints outside. If someone shot him from outside, then Chris would have sat facing the refrigerator. That would make sense. That way the killer wouldn't need to enter the house. But in that case, who shot Diane? Examine hand. Gunpowder residue on his right hand. Hard to disagree with the lieutenant here. This is strong evidence for the victim shooting himself. Unless it was made to look that way. This chair has fallen on its back. It looks like Chris fell off the chair before or after being shot. Red wine. It looks like a new bottle was opened yesterday. No one drank from this glass. It would seem that Chris was sitting by himself at the table and drinking wine, waiting for someone to join him. Probably Diane? Whether he was waiting for her or someone else, we don't know yet. A glass of wine was knocked over. This looks like wine, but there seems to be blood in here as well. Well, yeah. But how did blood splatter in this direction? Oh, okay, yeah. That doesn't make sense. Officer Blunt, I think there's more than the 2 gunshots that we're seeing here. Alrighty, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Alrighty, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Oh yeah, it's just that. What about this door? Oh, I didn't even look at that. Gunshot to the stomach. The damage and the residue would suggest the shot was taken at point-blank range. That rules out the possibility of her being shot from an open window. Yeah, okay, yeah. She would have been in line of sight from the outside, though. There's no mistaking it. The perpetrator would have to be inside the house to cause this kind of a wound. Whether that was Chris or someone else, it's hard to say at the moment. I wonder, what if Chris shot her and then someone else shot him? I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's possible. Hey, detective, need any help? Oh, okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else to look at. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I can examine. Alright. Shall we proceed? Yes. I'm done. Alright, let's have a chat with Mr. Willis outside. Whew. The rain has finally let up. My character just can't stop smoking, can he? Alright. This is Mr. Willis. He lives right there next door. Coffee, detective? Yes, please. Thank you. You can ask him any questions you might have about last night. Right, Mr. Willis. Can you tell me everything that you saw or heard during last night's events? Well, you see, I headed off to bed around 11 p.m. as I usually do, after a glass of whiskey. Helps me sleep, you know. Anyway, somewhere around 12:15 a.m., I'd say I was woken up by a loud bang. I ran to my bedroom window that looked straight down at their place. And what did you see? Nothing. The kitchen lights were on, but that's about it. I went to my phone and called Lieutenant Watts here right away. How long did it take you to get to the window? That seems kind of like a weird question. How long did it take you to get to the window once you heard the shot? About a couple seconds, detective. That's not more than 5, I'd say. I nearly fell out of my bed when I heard the shot, so you might say I was halfway there already. Did you see anyone at all on the street? Did you see any sort of activity on the street? Anything unusual? No, detective. Everything was exactly the same as always. You said you heard a single shot. Yes, the whiskey usually knocks me out pretty good, so if there had been more, I didn't hear them. Okay. Do you live alone, Mr. Willis? Yes, I do. Never got married. It's a long story. One meant to be talked over a couple of whiskeys. Know what I mean? Hey. Okay. Can't say I can make sense of that particular statement. Can anyone confirm your whereabouts? No, I was just at home, you see. Am I a suspect? It's procedure, Mr. I know Mr. Willis. He's cool. Well, just because you know him doesn't mean anything. React to the unprofessionalism on display. Ignore and remain silent. Nah. That doesn't... Yeah, like I was saying just now, like, that doesn't mean anything just because you know the guy. We'll need to have a talk later, Lieutenant. Talk? About what? Just later, okay? Okay, Sherlock, whatever you say, Holmes. Okay? Did they have many visitors? No, not at all, in fact. In all this time, I only maybe saw Jack coming over to fix their car, and Father Smith came over a couple of times when they newly moved in, a year back almost. Nah, people rarely ever visit them, because they mostly kept to themselves, you see. Never made any friends here. But sometimes folks don't like those kinds either, so I can't really say. I know what I mean? No, please elaborate. You won't find anyone crying over their deaths here. Nobody really knew them. They never got out much. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Mr. Willis? I don't know if this is useful, but you might have heard about Chris and Diane. They looked pretty happy when they first moved in. More recently, though, I heard Diane crying a couple of times. Usually late at night. See, the whiskey knocks me out early, so maybe that's why I never heard all this before. But a couple of times I was up a little later. One night, about a month ago, I heard pretty bad things. There was some loud sounds, like stuff being flung around and such, see? I heard someone crying. I was thinking to myself that maybe I should call the police, but then it quietened down all of a sudden. We've never received any calls for domestic violence, but people have often talked of stories of this kind. Can you remember when you heard of this, Mr. Willis? I was up late. I was up late at night, writing an important letter. I think it must have been about somewhere between the 1st and to the 3rd of last month. 1st to the 3rd of September. All right. Anything else? No, that's all I know about this. Right. Thanks for your help, Mr. Willis. We'll be in touch if we need anything else. No problem. And thanks for the coffee. Man, this game is going to take a while. And it's only a demo. Alright. I'm actually going to stop this video here. And I'll continue later. So, Detective, you said you wanted to have a talk later, so now's a good... Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm wanting to end the video. Whoops. So, that's the end of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.